mic'd up for the next one. The two teams have got off to a flyer, Tranmere and Liverpool. Our commentary team is Guy Hamill and Paul Gerard.
We'll talk about split loyalties. Jason McAteer playing for his beloved Liverpool tonight, where he spent 4 years against Tranmere Rovers, whose assistant manager next season will be Jason McAteer. And as he was telling us earlier, he was committed to play for Liverpool a long time ago before he got that job with John Barnes at Prenton Park. Alongside me, Paul Gerard, the goalkeeper for Everton tonight. Nice to have a goalkeeper alongside you. Boys do most of the work out there, don't you?
I don't think about that. The lads are working hard on every team. It's quite warm in here as well, obviously. So, like I say, the boys are doing well up to now.
Yeah, disappointed with that draw against Wigan?
Like I said, just mentioned before, could do with Tranmere winning here and give us a chance going into the last game of Liverpool and trying to win that game. But like I say, I think Tranmere really seem to be knocking it around well. They seem a fit side, and I think they've got the strategy right, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they were very impressive, weren't they, in their opening game?
There you go.
They could be off to a flyer again. They are. Jed Brannan nipping in. Clever use of the angles again by Tranmere Rovers. 1-0.
Yeah, he's done well there. Good movement on the ball.
Well, a great start by Tranmere Rovers, and it's good news for Everton and for Paul alongside me, because as he was saying, if Liverpool lose this game, then Everton will have it in their own hands to reach the final. They will have to beat Liverpool in the final match, but at least they will be alive and kicking, and the winner of this game automatically through to the final. George Santos going backwards, John Achterberg helping him out. This is John McGreal. How difficult it is for goalkeepers out there, because the goals look pretty good, pretty big.
Yeah,
the size of the pitch.
Yeah, I'd probably say they're about 3/4 the size, and obviously when the players are getting chances, they're sort of like 5 to 6 yards out. So it's quite difficult. You're just going to make yourself as big as possible and do the best you can. But like I say, it's not hard. It's not easy on the players. Also, you know, it's warm out there, and like I said, they're knocking it around well, and fitness levels are quite good.
Well, they certainly show as the games go on. Tranmere Rovers looking for a second. This is Kenny Irons. Oh, clever awareness of what's around him. Look at that. That really is classical Masters football, and it's made to look so easy.
I think Stuart Barlow's doing a fantastic job from up front. He's moving around well and creating a lot of space for himself.
Well, Liverpool have dominated the regional Masters, and indeed the National Masters at times. The Grand Final, they're the only team to have won the Grand Final and retained it. But at the moment they're being taught something of a lesson by the young upstarts from across the Mersey. Wonderful start for Rovers. Let's hear from one of their squad, Ian Nolan. He's with Alan.
You don't really need to go on, do you?
I don't know, the lads look pretty comfortable at the moment. You know, we're showing a bit more patience in this game to what we did in the first one. I mean, it's hard when you give the ball away, and I think we're keeping possession a lot better in this game.
I would try to put a bit of pressure on you, because you won it last year, but you're looking as though you're booked for the final already.
Well, I just saying to the lads after our first game, it's a lot quicker this year, and it seems a lot more competitive. You know, the lads are playing good quality players, and it's important to keep the ball, but we'll see this game out first.
Nice to be Liverpool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but being a red, I'm with Tranmere today.
All right, mate.
Cheers.
Jason McAteer with a late challenge from the goalkeeper. The pantomime villain. Well, he'll be frustrated, won't he?
Tranmere just seem to have so much space all the time.
Yeah, they're playing it well, aren't they? Eddie Bishop started that move, and it might be finished by Barlow. Goalkeeper's just managed to regain his composure there after coming out of the area, Jones. Here's Irons, feinting to go one way and keeping it simple. Interesting what Ian Nolan was saying there about possession. He was almost like not overly impressed with the first performance, or felt there were degrees of improvement there for them.
Yeah, I think, if I'm honest, we made it a bit easy for them. We seem to sort of all push forward and leave Stuart Barlow on his own at the back. But having said that, you know, they're passing it around well, and everyone seems to know what they're doing. And you can tell, obviously they're a good team, they won it last season, they're knocking it around well.
Liverpool in the shape of Ashley Neal, but he's held up momentarily.
2.5 minutes left, just 2.5 minutes left.
Well, Liverpool need some goals, don't they? Ronnie Rosenthal making his debut. He's not on the pitch at the moment, he's down with Alan.
Yeah, he's not on the pitch, he's with me. Why is that?
Listen, 45 now, October 46, my knees start to betray me, so but it's okay, great fun.
Yeah, how are you feeling anyway?
No, I'm fine, you know, I didn't play for a long time, only running from time to time, but it's okay, I really enjoy it. I hope that I can finish, but it's great to be here.
Keeping your goals for against Everton then?
Yeah, you know, to be honest, I'm ready to score the last goal, to win it and to finish and to, you know, because my knee is not is bad, yeah, it's not good.
Hey, listen, good luck anyway.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Well, he's always smiling, and Ronnie Rosenthal. He played with a smile on his face for Liverpool and for Tottenham and for Watford as well, but I think a terrific impact when he did come to English football. Tail end of the 89-90 season, Kenny Dalglish signed him. Ronnie who they said, and he came up with some really important goals, a hat-trick on his debut, some other, sometimes from the subs bench. He always struggle though to shake off that amazing miss for Liverpool against Aston Villa. Sorry, Ronnie. Here come Tranmere again.
You'll thank me afterwards.
I notice Alan McAnally bottled the question. There he is. The knees are going, but he believes there's a goal in those legs. Jeb Brannan. Oh, it's possibly given away. It was a robust challenge by Eddie Bishop, and there's a smile on the face of Paul Jones. Always played in wonderful spirit, these Masters. Apart from the occasional one where it gets a bit feisty, but plenty of smiles out there tonight. And boos for Jason McAteer. Silenced him in the first game, and he nearly had a smile on his face with a goal that Liverpool need pretty quickly. They're not going to get it in this half, though. Tranmere Rovers coming forward, but they have been impressive again in this opening first half, and they lead by 2-0. Brannan and Irons, their goal scorers, and well, they've been impressive again, haven't they, Paul?
Yeah, like I said before the game, there's a lot of movement off them. You know, Jeb Brannan's doing well. Like I said, Stuart Barlow stretching them at the back, and they seem to have runners coming from the back and joining up front really quick. They're a fit side, and like I said, I think Liverpool got the work put out to come back from this.
Well, this is a repeat of last year's final, in which Liverpool were beaten by Tranmere Rovers, and there's a fair chance this is a dress rehearsal for the final. Who knows? Paul will hope differently alongside me. Everton, Liverpool, the last game that we're looking forward to. Tranmere Wigan is next up. But still, the 2-0 lead it's good, but it's not decisive. Tranmere will want to put this game to bed, and you feel another goal will do just that. Santos. got the man over here. Oh, that is the miss of the night from Ian Nolan. Well, it makes Pat McGivern's miss look like a difficult chance. What happened there, Paul?
Obviously, like you say, he's just missed his first opportunity, but I think Paul Jones has done fantastic to even get across there and make the save. Obviously, he should have scored, but you've got to say it's a great save of Paul as well.
Liverpool still in it. Ashley Neal. Oh, they could be out of it now. Great chance for Eddie Bishop. Good goalkeeping momentarily. Bishop's back on the ball. Couldn't pick out Nolan though.
Yeah, I think he's done well there, Paul. He's just, his ball comes in across here. Yeah, he should have finished that, but he's done well to spread himself and get an answer to that and keep Liverpool in the game, so to speak.
I love the way you see the positive out of that. The great save from the goalkeeper.
We've got to get as much as we can.
Well, Ronnie's on. Rocket Ronnie, as he was rapidly nicknamed on his arrival in English football. He worked the miracle again from the subs bench. McAteer. What sets the supporters, do you think, are booing him, bearing in mind he's the assistant manager of Tranmere at the moment?
Probably the Everton ones, if I'm honest.
Here's Barlow. And that should be free. Yeah. It is. It's Big George Santos. Tranmere Rovers are surely now through to the final.
Yeah, they seem to be scoring a lot of goals like that. Just knocking it across the face of the goal. There's good movement again. Always seems to come from Stuart Barlow.
He is a brilliant centre forward. He scores goals, doesn't he, Stuart Barlow? But as you say, he is creating a lot tonight.
He is, yeah. He's, like I say, he's kept his fitness even though he stopped playing, and obviously he's got his quickness as well.
Here he is again, trying to lob the goalkeeper. It's quite a hard thing to do in Masters football. Ronnie Rosenthal easing the ball to his left-hand side. Poor old Andy Roscoe had an opportunity to score in a Liverpool shirt. Well wide of the target. Just one goal tonight for Stuart Barlow, but he already is looking like he's in line to be one of those talked about as player of the tournament. Mike Marsh was the winner last year, 12 months ago. Liverpool losing in the final. It doesn't necessarily have to be the winning team, but it can be. And last year, it wasn't with Mike Marsh. He was on the losing team to Tranmere Rovers, as he seems set to be again tonight. 3-0 Tranmere Rovers lead. Stuart Barlow, well, he's got so much experience to this type of football. He is guiding them again down on the playing surface. As he said, really proud to be captain of Tranmere Rovers. Roscoe. Phil Charnock with the effort. It's worth pointing out, not only have they scored 8 goals so far, Tranmere Rovers, they've only conceded 1, which is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
in Masters football.
Like I said, I think they've got the formation right. They sort of, well, you can see there, they've got 3 at the back. They keep Stuart Barlow long, and they just hitting teams on the break. And like I said, they've got a decent standard of fitness as well. So them two combined, they're doing well. That's a massive tackle.
Got a free kick here. I don't think there's much doubt about that one, is there? Jason McAteer on Stuart Barlow.
Yeah, I mean, that's just frustration. I mean, I can't defend that, if honest, but
you see loads of those tackles, inverted commas, in the 80s and the 70s, didn't you?
Yeah, it's been out for him.
That would have been a straight red, wouldn't it, in the Premier League?
Definitely. Definitely these days.
Have a giggle now, can't we? Stuart Barlow's okay. Such a key player for Tranmere Rovers. I said Stuart Barlow's only scored 1 goal. Another remarkable stat about Tranmere tonight is that Sean Garnett's the only outfield player who hasn't scored. They really have spread it around. And there's olays now from the Tranmere Rovers supporters. Not often that happens against Liverpool. Here they go again. They've got an extra man over. It's Ian Nolan. And it's Bishop. Tired-looking shot from him. And here is Garnett. Well, that would have been ironic if he had scored. Only been the goalkeeper then for Tranmere Rovers. 3-0. Goal difference might come into play tonight, so Liverpool currently having won their first game just 2-1 are in minus territory. Again, they boo Jason McAteer, and again he tries to score the goal that he did score against Wigan, flying just wide of the post on this occasion. And the game is almost done. Tranmere Rovers heading to the final. And Paul, have you like what you've seen about Liverpool's performance? It's given you hope that you can beat them and get through to the final?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. If I'm honest, the way Tranmere's played, you know, you can't take anything away from them. But like I say, it's given us a chance going into the last game. You never know.
Mustn't rule out Wigan either. If they win against Tranmere Rovers, they'll have 4 points. They'll have a chance of going through. We'll have to do the calculations if that happens, but for the time being, what we know for sure is that the defending champions are not only heading into the final, they're cruising. Should have been 4-0 there for them, but it was a tired effort. Can Liverpool at least score a goal? McAteer trying to pick out a teammate. Here's Whittaker. It doesn't matter. It's another hugely impressive performance by Tranmere Rovers, and they have sailed into the final. George Santos putting the polish on their performance after Brannan and earlier Irons had given them the lead. And well, Liverpool still have a bit of work to do against Everton. Tranmere Rovers have really shown how to play Masters football once more. They've won this game by 3-0. Tranmere Rovers